What's up, everybody? Trayvon here with Sin Talk TV, and today I will be doing a first impression on 3 fragrances that I got from my local Burlington. Let's just jump into it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start off with this fragrance that I've done passed 1,000 times in the past. I done passed this up so many times, man. So I decided to just pull the trigger on this one from the house of Juicy Couture. This is Dirty English. For like $15 and some change, man. I'm like, let me go ahead and pull the trigger and see what this is all about. Oh, this is nice. The bottle is pretty nice. It reminds me of like a glass with like dark liquor in it, like a liquor bottle. It looks pretty nice. The presentation is quite nice in my opinion. For $15 and some change, please don't suck. It opens up very masculine. I get this dark, ashy, yet pencil shavy type of a woodiness in the opening, but that's all that I'm getting so far. It's smooth though. It's not aggressive or nauseating or anything like that, but I get this dark, like ashy, pencil shavy type of a woodiness in the opening. Let's see if I can detect anything else. Actually, it's kind of hard to detect anything else in this fragrance because this is a very light, linear type of a fragrance, even though it's kind of dark and somewhat boozy. But yeah, it's very light. It's hard to detect anything other than what I just told you. But yeah, it's kind of hard to detect anything else in this fragrance. So let me give it a little bit of a couple of minutes for it to dry down completely. Actually, let me spray a little bit heavier on this hand. There we go. Man, I just got nothing but alcohol. Man, I gotta let this calm down a lot. Okay, mainly what I get is this fresh spice that's soft and smooth, as well as a warm spice that's soft and smooth. But also, like I said before, dark, ashy type of an animalic woodiness, and it's masculine at the same time. This is a very masculine fragrance, but the projection is little to nothing. You know, I done sprayed a lot. You see me, I sprayed a lot with the sprays, you know, on one hand directly in the same spot. So, man, I don't know about this one. Smells nice though. You know, it's masculine and animalic, kind of like a woodsy, oody type of a smell. It's nice as far as like the scent profile. But I'm already assuming that the longevity of this fragrance is straight trash. Already sitting close to my skin. So $15 and some change, what more could I ask for? But man, I done came across some solid bangers that was like $15 or less. And it is stomping this out of the water when it comes to performance and like projection and stuff like that. But man, this is very fleeting off my skin. So enough about this. Let's go to the next one. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we have up next from the house of Ralph Lauren, or Ralph Lauren if you fancy. We have Safari for Men. EDT. Got this bad boy for $35 and some change. Heard a lot of good things about this fragrance. I really have, from other reviewers and stuff like that. I heard a lot of nice things about this fragrance, and I've passed this fragrance up a lot in the past as well. Really didn't care for it until, you know, a lot of people starting to shed some light on it now that it hit the rack stores and stuff like that. So let's crack this bad boy up and see what it's working with. Whoa, my God. This bottle just screams old school. Look at it. I do like it, but pretty basic. But you already know this is an old school smelling fragrance. I can already tell that it is. I put my nose a little bit too deep into that fragrance because I was coming with an impression of, still have that impression in my mind of that Juicy Couture on how light it is, and dug my nose way too deep with this one. Man, that was a bad idea. This is a nice, bold, super fougere barbershop-y type of a scent. Screams old school. You know, it has that mature gentleman type of a smell. If you're looking for anything that's modern day crowd pleasing, this is not it at all, ladies and gentlemen. You have to have an experienced nose to appreciate this fragrance. You know, it has like some type of a green woodsiness as well on top of that, you know, that barbershoppy, soapy, fougere type of accord that this gives off initially in the opening at least. Yo, this is good. I'm detecting a lot of accords in this fragrance. I get soapy, I get fresh, I get some greens, I get some, you know, some woodiness up top in this fragrance. I get a lot of maturity. I probably get a little bit of carnation as well in this fragrance. I don't know if it's like an official note of carnation in this fragrance. I haven't looked the notes up, but definitely getting that old school appeal from, like, you know, some possible carnation that's in this fragrance, that resides in this fragrance. Man, this is good. This fragrance puts me in a mindset of a dude that's a lumberjack with his shirt off with like taco meat on his chest, you know, chopping wood. This is what it puts me in the mindset of. I ain't gonna hold you. That's exactly what I think of when I smell this fragrance. It smells fantastic. This is top-notch stuff right here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, last but not least, from the house of Khadlaj, we have Shiaka, if I pronounce that right, Snow Special Edition. This fragrance also ran me $35 and some change. As I'm opening up this box, that Safari fragrance is kind of loud. It's making my head hurt a little bit. So if I decide to keep it, I know not to go heavy on the trigger with that one. You've been warned as well. Voila, here you go. This bottle looks pretty dope. Here. Ooh, that atomizer is beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you a very, very dope fragrance. Is it familiar? Yes, it is. It reminds me of Club de Nuit's Sillage, and it also reminds me of Creed's Silver Mountain Water, but a little bit of a feminine twist to it. But it's more so masculine. You know, that familiarity to Creed's Silver Mountain Water is more so that profile, but a little bit of a feminine twist to it with some florals and a tad bit of fresh sweetness as well. It just has this fresh, bright, mineralized, green, just gin and tonic type of a smell to it that's just appealing and man, this is a great fragrance. If you can find this at Burlington, I say pick this up versus the other two. If you can only afford one out of the three, pick this one up first. Smelling this fragrance puts me in a mindset of like fresh beach water. Like just fresh, clean, seaside water. It's just amazing smelling, man. Let's go back to this one, man. I'm disappointed. I am very disappointed. Man, hold on. I don't smell nothing. It's like almost gone, bro. When I say that this thing does not radiate, it doesn't push, you can barely pick it up, you really got to put your nose to your hand. You really got to do this in order to pick anything up. Yeah, the way that this smells, it smells really nice, but the drawback is that performance, fam. I don't know. Going back to this one, oh, that is lovely. This is like one of the best fougere fragrances that you can ever own in your collection. You know, this has quality. It's not synthetic smelling to my nose, that is. This is a top-notch quality fragrance that's very fougere, has like some masculine florals, and has a lot of masculine depth to this fragrance. Very mature. So if you aren't a fan of mature fragrances, or you have an inexperienced nose, you probably will not appreciate this fragrance for what it is. This is here to stay. But as for this, ladies and gentlemen, it opens up pleasantly, it starts to dry down pleasantly, and the complete dry down of this fragrance is pleasant. If you like Silver Mountain water, but you want a little bit of a twist to it, or don't mind a little bit of a twist to it, and that twist is elevated on a scale that's unimaginable in this fragrance, you would definitely like this one. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's all that I have for Scent Talk TV, ladies and gentlemen. And as always, you know what to do. You gotta like, comment, share, and subscribe, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything. And I will see you guys in the next video. Be safe out there and be blessed, and have a good one. I'm out of here. Peace.